Have you ever wondered how some of our most fundamental rights are protected even when they are not explicitly written in the Constitution? It is a fascinating question that goes to the heart of American constitutional law. Yes, both the Fifth and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution are understood to establish the concept of substantive due process. This legal doctrine means that the government must not only follow fair procedures when it deprives a person of life, liberty, or property, but also that the underlying laws themselves must be fair and reasonable. The core mechanism lies in the interpretation of the due process clauses found in both amendments. The Fifth Amendment's clause applies to the federal government, while the 14th Amendment's clause extends this protection to state governments. Through a long history of judicial review, particularly by the Supreme Court, these clauses have been interpreted to protect certain fundamental rights from governmental interference, even if those rights are not specifically enumerated elsewhere in the Constitution. The rationale is that there are aspects of liberty so central to individual freedom and ordered society that they are implicitly protected. In practice, this means courts examine whether a government action, either federal or state, infringes on a fundamental right. If a law significantly impacts such a right, the government must demonstrate that its action serves a compelling state interest and is narrowly tailored to achieve that interest. This judicial scrutiny ensures that while governments can regulate, their regulations must not be arbitrary or oppressive, especially when touching upon deeply rooted principles of justice and freedom. This interpretation is not without its rich history and ongoing debate. It stems from the idea of unenumerated rights, concepts considered essential to liberty though not listed word for word. Early in American history, there was a period known as the Lochner era, where substantive due process was used to strike down economic regulations. While that specific application has largely been rejected, the broader concept has evolved to protect personal liberties such as the right to marry, the right to privacy, and other personal autonomies, shaping our understanding of individual freedom against governmental power. Understanding substantive due process helps us appreciate how the Constitution, a document written centuries ago, remains a living framework for protecting our freedoms. It ensures that the government not only plays by the rules in its procedures, but also that its laws respect the fundamental liberties essential to a free society, continually adapting to protect the evolving concept of individual dignity and autonomy.